Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the top side as the US player, we have Death Machine. Spawn as his British ally, we have Brutal Hummel. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht players, we have brandi, pollako. And spawn as the Panzer Elite player, we have Slip. And yep, that restart and closing out the browsers made my game run much smoother. Perfect. Pioneers are pushing way forward, got the Wehrmacht quarters deployed on out, scope rifles eyeing for the munitions point, and the US player is going for the Jeep. And somehow me clicking right here pulled up the barracks. I don't know why. There's always hidden buttons around here. Look at that. What I'm doing here is somehow finding that barracks. I swear. Right here. There's an invisible button right here. So if I ever seem like feel like I'm clicking on random things, it's not me. There's a random button right here. Why is there a random button here? I think it's because I'm playing in not playing, but viewing the game in 4K. I always find these random buttons.
Recon ready.
Now I can't find it again. I'm just going crazy, aren't I? You got the Jeep now pushed way forward. Shimwagen is in pursuit. Pioneers over here. Pioneers on the field point. Over here, we got the Kenigrad advancing on forward. We got the engineers capture this capture point there. Scope intersection advancing forward. We'll find the Shimwagen. Shimwagen's knocking them around a little bit. And the US player's going for another rifleman squad as I click on that invisible button again. And now the Shimwagen's receiving some much needed repairs. Over here, engineers advance forward, trying to capture that fuel point, and the Kenigrad is withdrawing. Kenigrad just sort of driving around them up. Do have a lieutenant being deployed on out over here. Do have the Shimwagen advancing forward, and now we're seeing a lot of fire from these intersections. We got the Pioneers inside this garrison. Nothing on the left flank for the Axis players. That will allow the US player to send his engineers to capture those points quite easily. And it looks like one of the players are starting to lag out a little bit. We of course got a 2-2-3 up deployed on the field. The 2-2-3 of course can be locked down resources. Maybe a little bit too early for a 2-2-3. A 2-2-1 just seems fine, but maybe the 2-2-3 upgrades a little bit just too early. Rolling around these forces, knocking them out of cover. Pioneers does get some great damage at close range, and these forces do get suppressed thanks to the MG42 right here. Intersections do fall back, but you got the Kenigrad driving around, severely wounded. That's not a cutoff point since his munition point is captured. Plus, there's also a HQ command truck here to provide supply. Kenigrad making his way down south. Intersection engaging the Pioneer close range. Pioneer is severely wounded, and actually a rifleman squad, not an intersection. These are the intersections. They're also making their way forward, trying to get some good damage on in. We got these two Pioneers in this region. Does this player not gotten out any sort of Volksgrenadiers yet? Yep, he does have a Volksgrenadier. Never mind. Got the 2-2-1 right there, so that's definitely a different unit right there. We're seeing a bit of fire. The 2-2-3 is now seeing some repairs from these Pioneers. Rifleman squad eyeing for the garrison. Got the Shimwagen also damaged though. A lot of light vehicles here severely wounded. This Pioneer is very wounded. Somehow still has two models alive with less than 5% health. Volksgrenadiers behind some hidden cover, so also got the Panzer Grenadiers here to support them. And Jeep does go ahead and push his way forward, knocking out the Volksgrenadiers out of hidden cover, and they're forced withdrawal now. In fact, they could potentially get wiped out by that Jeep. The Jeep is in pursuit. Panzer Grenadiers getting knocked out of cover now by that same Jeep, and now he needs to fall back to Panzer Grenadier. And Panzer Grenadier may get wiped out right here. Sort of forgotten about it. Does do a withdrawal there. A little bit of a late withdrawal. Could be gunned down. Sniper has been pulled on the field. And it looks like the Panzer Grenadier is going to pursue intersection advancing forward. This 2-2-1 has been repaired. Jeep does not pursue that Panzer Grenadier any further. So we got a Bren squad here as well, able to button some forces, as well as got a Wehrmacht sniper hitting that Bren squad. Both those intersections do fall back. Rifleman still inside this garrison. This other 2-2-3 has been set on up. Getting some additional fuel supply here. See by that little pennant. And now we've got a Vickers emplacement being pulled out by the scope rifle intersection. Does cancel right there. Throw some rounds there on the 223 or 221. Jeep over here, standing there menacingly. Why not? I like foxes. I like kitsunes. Scope rifle squad advancing on forward. Do have these other intersections advancing for as well. Does bring gun the Shimwagen. Now throwing a lot of rounds into it. The scope rifle squad can be forced back quite easily, but looks like the Shimwagen will go down there. Lieutenant and all these intersections do fall back there. Got the Panzer Grenadiers advancing on forward. And now we've got this rifleman squad behind some heavy cover. Getting some damage there. Oh, there's a U.S. landmine there. That may have been put up by the rifleman, so there may be infantry doctrine being selected for the U.S. player. Panzer Grenadiers being pursued. He may get the wipe there. Captain Grad going to try for a body block. Does get the body block there and draw some fire as well. Very, very nice. Casualty clearance station being pulled out. Rifleman squad trying to stick around to get reinforcement healed on up. And ooh, autocannon does come up forward. Does throw around his own Kettengrad, however. And now the Jeep does go down. Looks like we got some landmines been put up by the infantry sections, not infantry sections, sappers. You actually don't want to see sappers lay down landmines all too often. And now to have sending powder being pulled out against the light arm they're fighting, they only really need a. You could deploy a Bofors instead. Landmine has been detonated, hitting the armored car. And I got the rifleman and the intersection advancing forward. 223 is withdrawing from the region.
What are your orders?
And we got the Volksgrenadiers backing off from the point now. 222 is not firing away, so it's damage to crit. There's two Wehrmacht snipers spawning on the field. Got the MG42 rotating around, trying to protect this various stuff from being overran. Pioneer's trying to repair up the 222 now. And his teammates letting him. And it looks like the Kettengrad does get gunned down right there. Another landmine being pulled on out. You got these Panzer Grenadiers pushing their way forward. Volksgrenadiers also pushing their way forward as well. And these engineers does find some good damage onto those Volksgrenadiers. Oh, Rifleman squad does drop a couple models there. See the British mechs picking up some casualties as well. Armor car does get a good amount of good burst there. Snipers find a couple shots. Panzer Grenadiers getting ripped apart. And the Volksgrenadiers are behind some light cover there. Pack 38 has been deployed on the field. Let's take a quick look at everybody's doctrines, loadouts, and all that sort. The Wehrmacht player has, of course, two pioneers, two snipers, one MG42, Volksgrenadiers, and Pack 38. Pack 30 or 75 does roll a couple misses there on the 222. This player has we got two T-17s playing out on the field. He may be going for armored doctrine. No, I think he's gone for infantry since he saw, because I think he deployed out landmines with his riflemen. I could be mistaken about that. No visible doctrine at the moment. But who knows what he's actually gone for. The British player has gotten now 3 sections, 1 Bren, 1 repair sapper. Very nice. Oh! I saw, was that a Goliath there? I believe that's a Goliath because I saw a vehicle symbol there. It was red. That could have been, and there's a big explosion there, so it had been a Goliath. Guess we'll see if he has a munitions half track or a Funkwagen. T-17's not advancing forward, does receive a hit there by the Pack 38. Does get a good detonation there. And Pioneer Squad does get fully wiped out. MG42 does get some good damage on in. 2 rotating around. T-17 getting global repair, so he's definitely gone for armor doctrine, so that landmine was not deployed out by a rifleman. Funk Falcon seeing a bit of fire there, and that was definitely a Goliath that was exploded. Good Panzerfaust there. 2-2 trying to perhaps body block that wounded T-17. Let's get an engine crit there from the 2-2 now. Pack 38's having trouble rotating around, trying to hit these the correct target. Does fire around over there. Another T-17 now advancing on forward. Does take it out with the 2-2. Very nice. May want to go for accuracy at this point in time. Hopefully help out with the armor car. And let's go on to, we know about the Wehrmacht's loadout, but yes, less than last time we checked. Pack 38 does get the crude right there. And this Grenadier squad does not getting out a Panzer at the moment. The Panzer Elite player has 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, a light ATF track now, Funkwagen, as well as a Kaliningrad. Overall, it's not looking good for the Axis players. We've got the intersections now advancing on forward. 2, 3 sort of escaping on out of there. Gets a full immobilization crit. His engineers can quickly repair that up. I think just pinged there. For repair. Got 2 snipers now firing away against these forces. Engineers now responding to repair. Light ATF track trying to find some shots. Got the left-hander here to support these intersections. Funk Falcon severely wounded. Perhaps could go a bit suicidal, go point blank, throw down a Goliath right in front of him. And now we've got the repair on the Stewart. Put it there onto that Stewart there. And cancer round was fired there, getting great damage from the Grenadier. Didn't wipe it out. Pretty close there with that follow-up shot. And there goes the Kaliningrad.
Destroyed a vehicle.
Engineer squad does fall back.
Steady up, squad.
Kampfgriff company deployed. And there's no music playing, so let's switch over to the other player. No, what doctrine he's gone for. I'm not sure what doctrine the British player's gone for. Nor there. So we only got one known doctrine, don't we? Pioneer squad does receive a bit of hit there. One Panzer does connect on the Staghound or the T-17. Light TF track doesn't get any crits there. Of course, we do got the repair bunker here to help out with his repairs. Camouflage sniper in the region, and we do also have this Grenadier coming quickly forward. Armor car advancing forward does avoid the T-17s. Intersection advancing forward. Pantrek does fire a shot into the stone wall. Light Track fires around, but no crit shot there. Sniper does get reviewed, does get recamouflaged. Global repairs have been activated. And we've got the Light Track receiving some much needed repairs. Another Light Track here. You have to wait for his crit shots until he gets this global repair has been deactivated. Sentinels are now pushing the way forward. The Axis players are just getting overrun by these T-17s. Stewart does take out the light TF track, destroying into the crit onto the Stewart. Does get a full immobilization now, but is already at nearly at full health as well. T-17's now skirmishing around trying to get some good damage there. Will potentially take out the Hong Kong, does take out the 222. And there goes that half track. And it looks like one of the Axis players have cast in GG, so it looks like they're going back out of the game soon. Fresh Stew deployed on the field. Good hit there onto the Stewart. And takes out the Stewart now.
Tank drivers are now able to provide hull-down protection.
These guys could use some global repairs. And I heard hull down as well. Looks like he's gone for Royal Engineers, but this game is already over. One of the players have backed out of the game, and both players have backed out of the game now. This is Anna Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.